We're going to celebrate one of the biggest musicals of all time and some bugs who've got the beat. Well, theater insider Tim Scott is here with two great shows worth checking out. First, let's talk about, well, you always bring something special to the show here. So is there anything that you want to get off your chest before we jump into the shows?
You know, Bill, people ask me all the time questions about this show, about being on this show, and what comes
About
top
this
of my,
show
all the time.
in
I get hit
Really?
at the grocery stores, wherever I'm at, and what people want to know most is, how do you keep a white couch like this clean? I know this is some sort of faux leather, pleather. Is it just like 409
You
and
know,
paper towels?
I leave as soon as the show is over and I don't look back.
Okay.
So I do not know how they keep them so white.
Kansas City, I can't answer that question for you, but I'm guessing it's like some Brillo pads and some 409.
It's a lot of hard work and elbow grease.
No question.
So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into Funny Girl.
Funny Girl.
So Funny Girl, huge musical, but the only thing I know about it is Fanny Brice, and they sing that song, Don't Rain on My Parade.
Right. Funny Girl is based on the life and times of Fanny Brice, a bio-musical of sorts going on at the MTH Theater at Crown Center. Not produced all that often, last in Kansas City about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So like you said, a tremendous score with Don't Rain on My Parade and I'm the Greatest Star. People is another great song from that show. It centers around, it sort of follows her life. It's not 100% accurate to her life, but it follows her rise through vaudeville. It's a very female empowering story about this woman who basically was the matriarch of comedy, song, and dance. Before Lucille Ball, before Carol Burnett, Fanny Brice kind of paved the way for all of those people.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she's not more famous now because she was before television.
Because everybody followed her, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So it's an incredible musical that doesn't get produced all that often. It's happening at the MTH Theater at Crown Center until this week is the last week. So Wednesday
so get up there and see it soon.
Through Sunday, tremendous cast. Stephanie Wilkerson is brilliant as Fanny Brice, and just a great musical, like you said, that doesn't get produced all that often.
Yeah.
Julie Stein and Bob Merrill.
And Barbara Streisand was Fanny Brice
Right.
in the original, and that was like her on-camera debut, wasn't it? I
Right.
think?
She was the original Fanny Brice in the Broadway musical, which kind of lit fire to her entire career, and then of course did the movie version, which everyone knows so well, but not a lot of opportunities to see it live on stage, but it's in KC through this Sunday.
Okay, so we want to check that one out soon. Beat Bugs at the Coterie. So is this the Netflix Beat Bugs where they sing the Beatles songs?
Right, yeah, Beat Bugs, you know, it was based on an Australian TV show that Netflix picked up. And just recently, in the last 6 months, I think October 2018 was the first time they licensed this staged musical version of Beat Bugs the musical.
Yeah.
It's about a bunch of bugs in a backyard learning life lessons like you do. But I tell you, to have the Beatles music on stage is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, they're so protective of all of their stuff. So to have it be able to be licensed to present it on stage in this this Theater for Young America type of musical, and you saw the photos, what the Coterie is doing down there. I think you saw the strawberry fields. They've got all these balloons that emulate the strawberry fields. Such an incredible opportunity to have this, one of the first productions of Beat Bugs the musical happening in Kansas City. So
really cool stage design, as well as you get the Beatles songs and everything. I know my daughter loved this show, and
saw it already.
Blew my, she hasn't seen it yet, but what blew my mind is when she was watching the Netflix show, she would go outside and ride her bike, and she'd be singing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And I'm like, how do you know that song?
You're like badge of honor, Father of the Year, right?
Father of the Year. I'm going to teach you Queen next, and we're going to walk out and leave you be.
Maybe wait a few years for that. But yeah, so two great, incredible opportunities for if you have families like I do, like you do, take my 12-year-old daughter to see Beat Bugs. That runs through the middle of May, I believe. And then, you know, Funny Girl at the MTH Theater, another tremendous, you know, one of the greatest musicals of all time, being produced here live in Kansas City until this Sunday.
All right, Tim Scott, we appreciate your time as always. Now stick around, and you're going to help us clean the couches.
That's right, man. I get the 409 out.